Hello, Memorial football fans. I'm Charles Strayer, and I'd like to welcome you into week 3 of our Sideline Snapshot video series, where we will be going over the game against Chippewa Falls and the upcoming game against the Stevens Point Panthers. Let's get to it. So to start off, let's just clear the air and talk about week 2 against Chippewa Falls briefly. Now, I think some big takeaways there for improvement were special teams miscues abound. Certainly got offensive drives on the wrong foot, and with the Chi-Hi defense essentially stifling any attempt at offensive production, it was something that we definitely could have done without. Penalties also adding to that theme of discipline. Lots of penalties going against the Abes in ways that were detrimental to success we did have when we went to the air, and that is something that definitely Chi-Hi was able to take advantage of penalties, whereas our team, when we were given penalties, there were just a lot in general. We were less able to make the most out of those chances that the referees were giving us. Additionally, both Jacksons, LeMay and Boland, did a number on the A's defense, both of them between the two putting up 4 touchdowns, over 100 yards each. Now those two, it was about containing that edge was an extreme issue, and that's something where when you have guys with that speed and you have a line that size, Chi-Hi definitely winning in terms of offensive line size, containing that edge is something that is essential to stopping that game. There were a few bright spots in what was ultimately a tumultuous beginning for home games here this season. Most notably, we had an excellent student section, a lot of freshmen in there as well. So that's good to see, people coming out to support our boys. Hopefully that continues as the season progresses. Additionally, of course, Khail Belden with a 68-yard touchdown run to spoil that shutout. And, Belden, an excellent athletic play, giving it his all, running down that sideline, quick as lightning, so fast the huddle camera couldn't even follow. However, I'd be remiss not to mention we had excellent blocking on that play. It was well designed and well executed, definitely a bright spot for sure. That being said, this is a game where no doubt this is a level of play that we are trying to improve upon and leave in the dust, where we are going to come out with our best foot forward going into conference play against Spash, and this game should provide ample motivation to hit the ground running in the new Wisconsin Valley. So on the individual side of things for the Panthers, you've got Grant Chandonnet under center. So far he's been 22 for 30 with 3 touchdowns and 2 picks on the season. So he's off to a well-grounded start, a high percentage passer. And his number one guy has been Charlie Belson, who, like our own Tatum Ferguson, has found the end zone twice so far this season. The Panthers on the ground have Medellina and Matthews, who are their number one, number 2 guys at this point, both averaging over 6 yards a carry. So they are definitely, to be noted. We can really take what we were trying to accomplish against Chippewa Falls, where it's securing that edge that's really going to put a pin in that rush game, hopefully force Chandonnet to go out to the air. And then we have a very, very deep and very talented pool of defensive backs and safeties. So it's really putting the Panthers at the mercy of our secondary that'll be key. It's also interesting to note that 57 of the Panthers' 64 points so far this season have come in the first half, quite to the contrary of Hudson and Chippewa Falls, where they really get going in the second half. In fact, the Panthers we were discussing did run into a lot of trouble when it came to producing in the second half against Chippewa Falls. They were outscored 29-7 in their outing, and in our second half against Chippewa Falls, we were outscored 27-7. So some interesting parallels there with the Panthers. We're going to be coming up against a team similar to our own, and as a result, it will be a tough battle. However, it's a battle that we can most certainly win, and making a statement is key here. Obviously, the first 2 weeks, not ideal from a scoreboard perspective, but if the Abes can really retool the discipline and kind of mesh that with the tempo that we saw in that first half against Hudson, it's going to go a long way on the road. And the first game of conference play, you want to make an impression. So those last two, if it doesn't affect morale, it doesn't need to affect how the rest of the season is going to go. And I think that if we really bring it, punch them in the mouth, as Coach Leckler likes to say, on the road this Friday, it's going to be an excellent start to conference play, and it's a battle we can win. So stay tuned for more. Of course, we're going to be down there, so watch out for more stuff from us. And as always, go Abes.
Hi, everybody. I'm Aidan Rickert, Eagle Eyes, Other Guy. If you're interested in more MHS sports content, be sure to check out our TikTok, Instagram, and check out some of the other videos on our YouTube channel. And while you're at it, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more. Go Abes!